going on YouTube? Nick Novak back for another video here. Today is Sunday. I'm gonna do a little herd check everybody. It's raining, kind of a gloomy day. I went ahead and threw some corn in the bottle calves' little pen, so they're on the other side of the pasture. I'm gonna go ahead and just drive up there and look at them, drive through them real quick, but I'm gonna try to push them up there. I threw a bucket of corn there last night. They didn't eat it. They wasted it. Whatever, that's fine. Let's see if I can't push them up there. I only gave them one bucket. I usually do about 3. So hopefully they can eat some of it. And then here tonight, once it stops drizzling, give them another bucket or 2, and hopefully they eat it. So first things first, let's get some diesel. All right, pull up here to the calves. We'll try to look at everybody's eyes, make sure no one's looking sick. Don't look too bad. Come on, little guy. Like I said, let's see if we can't run them up to where the corn's at and let them get a few bites. Update, abort mission. They're not cooperating, and I don't need to be running them around the pasture for that. So hopefully they find their way to it, which looks like they're actually doing it. So maybe it worked to fluster them a little bit. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a jot down to the yearlings. We'll check them, check their water, make sure it's not leaking. I've had some problems with it here lately. So we'll take a look at that, make sure everybody's doing good, no pink eye. And like I said, it's raining. We're thanking God every single day, every minute for this rain. So while we're driving out here, I figured I'd tell you guys kind of what I'm struggling with right now is thistle. I have spot sprayed a lot, and I just feel like it's not making, I can't make a dent in it. And so kind of what I've been trying to do is, don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna spot spray, you know, the big bull thistle that gets huge, because that's kind of hard to tear out. But I'll show you what I did. So every time I come check cows in all 3 pastures, I'll take 5 or 10 minutes and find a big patch or 2 of thistle, and I'll just go ahead and cut it out with my shovel. I'll just go ahead and cut it out with my shovel. And there was a big patch of thistle right here, and I chopped them out 2 days ago, and everything is dying that I chopped out. You know, I mean, there's some right here that I missed, but I don't know. I kind of like, it kind of gives me be able to cut it out and not have to worry about it dying, because at the end of the day, when you use 2,4-D and Roundup to kill those thistles, it's burning the grass also, so it makes a big bare spot, and then the thistle comes back the next year in the same spot. So kind of my thought is if I can come through and cut it all, not cut it, chop it from the bottom of the root, which I've researched, if you get the bottom of the root, it'll actually kill the thistle. And so that's kind of what I'm gonna try. Like I said, I don't want to be killing myself trying to chop thistle in 600 acres. You know, that's impossible. It's not gonna happen. But every time I'm out there, if I take 5 minutes and just do one little patch here, 2 or 3 little patches every day, that's gonna take a tremendous toll on those thistles. Okay, I just ran over a stick and it popped up. But like, I'll show you guys, here's a good example. So like, I would stop, you see how there's a bunch of thistles right there, just a nice big patch of them. I go through and chop those out, they die, and there's a patch. And then, you know, like I said, there's 500 little patches, but if you get 2 or 3 every day, I mean, that kind of plays a part. But that's what I've been trying to do. I haven't been too taxing on my body yet, so I'm not really doing it hard and taking, you know, my full body into it, I guess. But it is working for me, so I can see a difference from doing it for the last week. So, you know, if you take that for the whole summer, I think I'll be in luck. The tank's running. Yearlings are over here licking on the salt blocks. I got a new mineral feeder. I don't know if they figured out that lid or not yet. I've been putting it on top of the lid, so they're kind of messing with it. But I think they'll figure it out pretty soon. Anyways, they're kind of spread out. I might try to get a head count of these real quick, and then I'll catch back up. So as you can see, they're all spread out. I literally just stood on top of the Jeep here and counted, got my perfect head count. Got 80 out here. You know, these yearlings really are taking a toll on this grass. I mean, it's staying ahead of them a little bit because I've been rotationally grazing them. But the hard thing is there's about 10 acres right here that's just straight prairie grass. And those yearlings love that over that CRP grass. It tastes better, it's a little more nutritious, but it doesn't make sense for me to come out here and fence it off. But in return, because they're kind of overgrazing it, I'm getting some sagebrush in here, which I don't love, but you know, it's one of those things. It's once they know this grass is gone, they're gonna have to start eating that CRP grass, which is also very nutritious for them. Like I said, last year those yearlings, they gained 1.7 pounds a day, which is, I shoot for like 1.4 when I have them on some CRP, and they outdid themselves. So it'll be interesting to see how these girls grow. They came in weighing 677. But yeah, they've been out for like 60 days now, right at 2 months. I'd say I bet they're gaining a little bit more. I bet they're close to 2 pounds a day just because the grass is so green and lush. It kind of goes down as, you know, the grass starts to get a little bit more brown, not as good of a lush grass, I guess is what you want to say. But while we're here, these are some of the thistles that I burned down. So you see there was one thistle right here. This big circle is what I sprayed, you know, so it just burns up the grass, and then the grass is gonna grow, weeds are gonna grow in there. So I've been playing around, see what I like. I don't know, we always got options, but these girls look good. They're flat out growing. Anyways, let's quit rambling about yearlings here and thistle. We're gonna run and grab, sorry, not run and grab, we're gonna run and go check the spring cows and see how they're doing, make sure those calves aren't sick, no pink eye in them calves. There was a cow that was starting to get pink eye yesterday. I didn't actually bring the medicine with me today, but I'll check it, and if it's bad, I'll probably come back this evening with the whole family and doctor her up. So we're gonna go check them. We're not gonna go look at the fall cows because we checked them yesterday. They have no calves. They have a spring-fed pond. They have real water, so I only check them every other day. But let's head to the spring cows, get them checked. Okay, we just got to the pasture. I want to show you one more thing about thistles. So I chopped all these out yesterday. They're already dead. I didn't get all of them over there, but I got the majority of them. I don't know. I kind of like it because it doesn't make me, well, I guess first off, it keeps me in shape. I get to do a little bit of manual labor, which is not a bad thing. But gosh, then it just doesn't burn up the ground. I'm gonna go ahead and say I like it. I'm gonna keep doing it. Water's full. Pulling up to these guys and gals. There's a 2015 heifer. Her eyes look good. I just seen her walking a little bit ago. There's some cows. Here's that blind Hereford calf that I put over his eyes. He can see, which is awesome. What number I'm looking for is number 11. She's 11 red cow. She had a little bit of, looked sort of like pink eye. Bulls there. That's the one I really want to take a good look at, just to make sure she's not Got pink eye bad to where I need to bring it back out here and doctor it, but I think she should be fine. There's scarlet black steer. My boy's growing like crazy. I have a feeling number 11's up there on the hill. There's 30. Let's go take a ponder at her. This is a really nice cow. Okay, her eyes looks back to normal. I'm gonna go ahead and not doctor her. She looks fine. But she is one of the better looking cows we have. I mean, she has a nice bag, very tame. Her one downside is that she would let anybody and everybody suck on her bag. So her calf was a dink because all the big steer calves and heifer calves from the other cows were just robbing off of her, and she didn't care. So hopefully this go around she's a little bit more adamant about her calf, and I think she will be. You know, that was her very first calf. She didn't really know what was going on, and her motherly instincts just maybe will take an extra year than the other ones. See number 68 year. All these girls are flat out growing. Okay, I think we're good to go here. Everybody looks fine. I don't see any pink eye. Everyone doesn't seem to be walking with a limp or nothing, so it's about the only thing I really need to look at and care about, to be honest with you. Here with the fall cows, we're gonna get a head count on them, check everybody's eyes. I didn't get a chance to look at them yesterday, it's too busy. So get everybody's eyes checked here and make sure everyone's doing all right. So we got our head count here. Everybody looks pretty good. It's gonna be a very hot day today. Yesterday we got about, I think 2,500 of rain, and it was like 70 degrees. It was crazy cool. It was awesome. Got a lot done yesterday out chopping thistles out in the pasture, and so I was like, these cows last year, they were in a pasture 40 miles away, and I only checked them 2-3 times a week. Never really had any problems, so I just figured they'll be all right if I don't check them for the day. They have a spring-fed pond, you know, so they're gonna have water at all times, even if the rural water's not working. So that's good. We're gonna go run over there and check their water real quick just to make sure everything's going fine over there, since we didn't look at it yesterday. Then we'll run over the spring cows, look at them, then we'll go back to the house and try to get something done. It's already 92 degrees and it's 11 o'clock, so pretty dang warm. Water's full, tank's leaking a little bit, like I said in the last couple of videos. What I'm gonna do is at the end of this season, it's grazing season, once the water's drained, I'm just gonna buy some tar the whole inside of it, and that should clean it up. Pulling up here to the spring cows, we'll take a little ponder at them. So I only have 4 spring cows, pairs. The rest of these are open. We're trying to get them bred back. If you look back on a couple videos ago, we had some problems with breeding back this winter because it was so cold, and so that's kind of what we struggled with. But the good thing is we're getting it figured out, and the price of cows is good right now, and so we'll get them bred back. And there's a few we ain't gonna sell, but the rest we're gonna make into a spring herd. Hey. Number 11, 3 days ago, looked like it had some drainage in its eye. And so I was like, and I went there in the morning, so I was like, okay, I'll go back in the evening, just make sure she's looking all right. Went back, she looked fine yesterday, but today it looks pretty rough. She's kind of keeping it shut, and it's just a lot of drainage. So I'm gonna run home just 2 miles, grab my dart gun and a dart, and we'll hit her with some Draxon just to get it cleaned up so I don't have to worry about it, and that should help her cleaned up. Everybody else looked fine. One of my Herefords looks like it's starting to get pink eye, but this is like the 9th time they've had it. They're kind of been a pain in the butt, to be honest with you, but I got them cheap. They're both raising a calf, and those calves are gonna be worth a lot of money, so I'm just gonna keep them, even though they're a pain. So let's run home, grab the gun, grab some Draxon, a couple darts, and get that number 11 cow darted. Hit. She might need another round of it. It's only these are only 7cc darts, and she's probably 1,100 pounds. So really she needs 4 more cc's, but she's probably not gonna let me get close to her right now. So I'll probably wait, and then this evening come back and hit her with another dart. But just take another quick little tour of them. Bull's gaining some weight here. He's been kind of a pain in the butt. He jumped the fence, and him and the neighbor's bull were fighting, so we had to break that up, and that was kind of a crap show, but whatever. Scratch that. I actually did. I drove right next to her. I loaded up another dart just to see. She let me hit her, so there we go. Got her darted. Let's hope that pink eye clears up. That Draxon works so good. I bowed out. I need to get some more, but Draxon just works so good, you know, basically for everything. It's kind of a in general drug, you know. We use it for foot rot, pink eye, and you know, some people use it for other things, you know, some sort of respiratories and stuff like that. But if you have a good vaccination program, you really shouldn't be having that. I mean, you'll get, you know, your 1 in a odd chance, but anyways, let's go check their water, excuse me, and show you guys what I was doing yesterday. Okay, their water's good. They have a little bit of mineral left. Probably refill it tomorrow is my guess. But from right here all the way down, somewhere in there, up on this side, I was actually chopping thistles yesterday. Some people will spray, and I spray too, but it's just so hard to spot spray everything, and then the grass around it dies, and then you have to respray again next year. And so I'm gonna try chopping them out, which it's a lot of manual labor, but there's really not that many. I mean, there's a lot in little places, but I'm gonna show you guys an example. So I chopped these yesterday about noon, and they're dying already. Here's one thistle I missed. I usually don't get those super small ones, but if I'm walking around doing it, I'll hit everything I have. So another thing that's exciting is we got our Milo planted on Saturday, and then it rained Sunday. We got, you know, 2500s. I don't see anything coming up yet, which is still pretty early for that. Hopefully raise a decent crop, get the grain off of it, but also it'll give us, you know, probably 40 days in the winter of grazing that we would have to feed them, but instead we get to use this, so we're really excited about it. Okay, so we got her on. Let's grab some diesel here, fill her up a little bit. If you can tell from my other videos, I have a big pile of dead trees there. 2 years ago, before we bought this place, there was a drought, and the guy never watered, didn't really take care of the tree row, and so I'm paying for it. Let me see if I can't drive over here and show you. The tree row used to be completely filled in, and these are all the trees that had died. This whole thing, no trees. I've replanted a few, but it's still in terrible shape. So what I'm gonna do now is clean up all these sticks, get them pushed in this pile, because hopefully this winter I can burn that pile and get it out of the way, because it kind of looks like crap from the road. All right, y'all, I started videoing and it wasn't very good. It's not a lot of stuff I can video, just me pushing trees and stuff. So I scrapped it. I said whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna go fix a tank real quick in the Bobcat, but my GoPro is at 1%, so I'm gonna end it here before it dies, so I can give you guys a proper send-off. But I'm gonna let you know I'm putting a poll up tonight. This video will be up this afternoon. I had 2,000 subscribers. If you are one of the 2,000 subscribers, even if you're new, you're welcome to join. I'm gonna put a poll up, and it's gonna be a picture of some yearlings in my hats that I'm giving away. I'm giving away 2 hats, maybe some other stuff. You have to like and comment on that poll, and if you do that, on July 15th, that's the day it's ending, so like 2 weeks, I'm gonna pick a name and I'll send you guys the care package. So be looking for that. Anyways, guys, catch you in the next one. Peace.